There are many decks in Duel Links that I consider very fun. Like, for example, the Summon Skull deck, which you'll see next episode. The, Black as a Soldier one, the Buster Blader one, the X-Saber one, and many others. But if there's one deck I just can't, let go of, and they're just absolute pure fun, it's this one. Well, this is probably one of my most favorite decks to play in Duel Links. And the main reason for it is that this deck, can naturally summon, all sorts of different summoning mechanics. I mean, it doesn't help that I actually did watch Art 5, and I really like Declan, and Declan's deck's pretty sick, but this deck can very easily inherently summon a Fusion, Synchro, and Xyz in one turn. And this is absolutely nuts. Unfortunately, this is not one of those cases, because I have throw in three Swirl Slimes. So the best play I've had with this deck is have DD Swirl Slime, DD Baphomet, and DD Night Howl in the hand. And then anything else doesn't really matter. And then from just those three guys, I can summon a Fusion, Synchro, and Xyz monster in one turn. And that is the funnest thing I've ever done in Duel Links. Because just summoning a ton of different summoning mechanics in one turn, it is fun, and it's actually kind of cool that a deck can do this. So normally, what the normal thing is, a lot of the DDD extra egg monsters can special summon from the graveyard if a DD monster is in summoned to the field, which can facilitate a lot of the extra deck stuff. Baphomet, Swirl Slime, what it does is it when used as a hand trap in the hand and fusion summon, and then or if it's on the graveyard, then banish it and special summon something from the hand. For Baphomet, it could level modulate, which is a big deal. And for Night Howl, it's a tuner monster that can special summon something from the graveyard. So what I normally do, you don't see it here, but what I normally do is open it with Swirl Slime, and then get Swirl Slime and then Baphomet to the graveyard to fusion summon into Genghis, so you see here who's currently attacking, and then normal summon, but Night Howl special summons Baphomet from the graveyard, and use Baphomet's ability to level modulate Night Howl to level 6, then Synchro to High King Alexander, and then I believe use Genghis' effect to special summon Baphomet back from the graveyard again. Then Baphomet does this thing to level change Genghis to 4, and then Xyz summon to what's good the Wave King Caesar, and then use Wave King Caesar's effect to do a detach. Doesn't matter why, doesn't matter when, but if I do it, and then the Heck Alexander does this thing to summon a fusion monster, or if I have a fusion card in hand, just use that and then summon some sort of other fusion monster. It is absolutely crazy. So Wave King Caesar also has an effect that if it dies, then it can summon itself in whatever DD monsters or just DDD monsters that it also was KO'd during that turn. Which is very helpful, because I don't normally activate that effect. Oh, by the way, what you mentioned earlier about the play, I detached, what doesn't matter for why, and then, rank up to King Tell or whatever, the rank 5 DDD. And then, High King Alexander does his special summon, Genghis back. Fusion Secret Xyz on one turn! Anyway, we're back to this. Yeah, Wave King Caesar is pretty fun, pretty cool, nice guy, awesome guy. Now, this is my preferred. As I can say, this is my preferred DDD deck. As I mentioned, all the specific play that I've done, which is nuts. There's also a pendulum version of this deck. I don't use that because I just feel like it's not enough. It's a few too many URs for my tastes. But it's that is still more or less doable. I just prefer this heavy extra deck, multi-summoning mechanic, DDD deck. I just prefer it in general. But anyway, as you could probably tell, my opponent Yuto is playing a Fire King deck. No, it's not, Phantom Knights. No, it doesn't exist. But once I said this earlier, any character equip any deck, even if there's no skill involved. And by skill, I mean the actual skills, not, player ability. Anyway, Contract the Gate, what it does is that on activation, it lets me take a DD monster. And then it goes Night Howl, as I mentioned. And then I actually did do what I did before and have it, revive, I believe it's Baphomet. Is it Baphomet? Yeah, Baphomet. And then from there, level modulate, and then Synchro summon to Gust High King Alexander. Which, that guy's effect is that, like, if 2 other DDD monsters are in the field, this guy's attack is doubled from 3k base to 6k. And it is kind of cool. So, unfortunately, it doesn't get a special, like, special speech. Something just says, "Oh, Gus, hi, King Alexander," because he just assumes that like it goes from normal King Alexander to High King Alexander, but I'm not doing that. Anyway, Contract the Swamp King that does the fusion summon. I can banish from the graveyard the fusion summon. And I believe what I do, I forget which I use. Was it? Oh, it's this guy. That guy has piercing damage, just so you know, and his TS is also pretty sick. There's also another one like the Joan of Arc one. It's actually pretty cool. Well, anyway, point is, got this guy here, and remember, a good chunk of the DDD extra decks can actually summon in the graveyard if there's another DDD monster is summoned. So. Yeah, look at this! Look at this! This is insane! This is sick! Now, I could at this point just, rank up to King Tell, but at this point, might as well just bask in the glory that is this deck. Oh boy, I love this deck. I absolutely really love this deck. I'm surprised I never showed this before. Well, anyway, see you guys later for the last duel for the time being, that being my Summon Skull deck.